Alright, bros. Alright, here we go. We've, yeah. So, we just, the dockyard, I mean, we could probably go ahead and buy the starter shit, because details, starter pack. We'll go ahead and we'll take that. Just that'll give us a little bit of crap to do, and it goes over easy and all that, you know. Alright, bros. Let's see. We got 24 combat missions. Public test server. We got 100. In one battle, 250 base. 1,000 base. What we got here? Shuffle. I think it's shuffle. Ain't it? Yeah, shuffle's cool. Shuffle mode's pretty cool, so we can do that, no problem. At 1,500 credit. 150,000 credit, rather. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see what we got going there. Shouldn't be so terrible, you know. Well, we're done here, so. Matter of fact, we, you know, shouldn't be too bad at all. Try to get all these community tokens we can get, and we'll go from there. Hey, let's do this. Let's play the super ships, bros. Why not? I mean, let's see. We ain't got but our super ships, so I don't know if it's going to last or not, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and there we go. Okay. Let's see here, guys, what we can, nice. It's gonna be a nice one. Mm-hmm.
Attention. This is your primary task. Provide cover for the convoy.
Awaiting instructions. Autopilot mode enabled.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon. Enemy battleship detected.
Chakalaka, baby. Chakalaka. I get knocked down.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
This is the convoy commander. The enemy knows we're here.
Autopilot mode.
No shit, bro. Huh?
Airborne. Airborne.
Convoy commander, the enemy knows we're here.
No shit, bro. No shit.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir. Enemy battleship sunk. All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Oh. Bye.
All enemy ships were destroyed. Thank you for your service. Alrighty, let's open the mouth here. I love this game mode, man. It's a good game mode. It really is. You know, this never did. Let's see here.
One of the concessions
There
Molson
we go.
Coors made when it bowed to pressure from activist Robbie Starbuck and retreated from some of its diversity, equity and inclusion initiatives was withdrawing from a benchmark index the Human Rights Campaign uses to measure how friendly a company's policies are to LGBTQ plus people. In response, Starbuck resurfaced a $1 million donation Vizzy hard seltzer, owned by Molson Coors, made to the HRC 4 years ago. Today, Coors wants no association with them, Starbuck told his 600,000 followers on social media platform X. The maker of Coors Light isn't the only company distancing itself from the LGBTQ plus advocacy group. Start the day smarter. Get all the news you need in your inbox each morning. 6 out of 7 companies targeted so far by Starbuck, Molson Coors, Harley-Davidson, Lowe's, rural retailer Tractor Supply, distiller
No.
Brown-Forman, which makes Jack Daniels, and carmaker Ford, have all pledged to stop providing workplace data for the HRC's Corporate Equality Index. The seventh, tractor maker John Deere, said it would no longer support social or cultural awareness parades, festivals, or events, but didn't mention the HRC. Separately last week, Stanley Black & Decker, which has not been targeted by Starbucks, overhauled its DI efforts and said it would end its participation in all external culture surveys conducted by third-party organizations, including HRC, according to an internal memo obtained by USA Today. Drew Keller, an advocate for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer employees who analyzed dozens of Starbucks posts, says he knows why. Though Robbie Starbuck describes himself as an opponent of DI, half of his attacks are aimed at corporate support of gay, lesbian, and transgender people, while a much smaller fraction, 9%, target racial diversity, Keller's analysis found. This is not just a broadside against DI, Keller said. It's really a targeted campaign against LGBTQ inclusion. Anti-DI campaign builds on Bud Light, Target backlash. Since the 2020 murder of George Floyd, companies have come under repeated fire for programs and policies to boost racial equity in their workforces and leadership. Increasingly, companies are also facing online activism from customers unhappy with public stands on gay, lesbian, and transgender rights. Once the nation's most popular beers, Bud Light, owned by beer giant Anheuser-Busch, slipped to third in the rankings after last year's social media campaign with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Confronted employees and vandalized displays last year. National retail chain Target moved its Pride displays from the entrances to the back of stores. This year, Target scaled back its Pride collection and didn't carry the collection in all stores. Other companies also celebrated Pride Month more quietly than usual. Riding the wave of these consumer boycotts, Starbucks, 35, uses social media to push corporate America to back off even more commitments. His efforts have won praise in some circles. Polling conducted in July by Morning Consult found that, while a majority of U.S. adults, nearly 3 in 5, still support corporate DI programs, men, Republicans, and older adults were most likely to disapprove. Morning Consult also found that men and right-leaning consumers negatively view brands that promote diversity and inclusion as woke. Companies would be wise to remember that they need conservatives to buy their products, too, Starbucks told USA Today. How corporate America helped usher in gay rights. Corporate America's embrace of LGBTQ+ rights was the result of decades of protests and boycotts from LGBTQ+ activists that transformed once indifferent, even hostile, companies into powerful allies. In recent years, big brands have stepped up to promote LGBTQ+ equality with more inclusive benefits and policies. Today, 93% of Fortune 500 companies prohibit employment discrimination by sexual orientation and gender identity, and about 3/4 have transgender-inclusive benefits, according to the HRC. Corporations also publicly supported same-sex marriage and opposed laws that would restrict transgender people's access to public restrooms. The HRC's Corporate Equality Index played a key role in ushering that social change. When it launched in 2002, the index evaluated 319 companies, with only 13 earning a perfect score of 100. Last year, the index scored more than 1,300 companies, hundreds of which had a perfect score, including Ford, Molson Coors, Lowe's, and Brown-Forman, and covered a wide range of workplace policies, including equal health insurance benefits for same-sex couples and transition care for transgender employees. This year, HRC says it will have a record 1,400 companies participating. While some companies are scaling back DI initiatives in a polarized political environment, Joanna Schwartz, a marketing professor at Georgia College and State University, says she doubts they will turn their backs on this decade-long allyship with LGBTQ+ people. One of the things that a lot of companies are trying to do is not be the next Bud Light, and Robbie Starbuck is really playing on that, Schwartz said. Molson Coors told employees in an internal memo that dropping out of the HRC index and other rankings would not affect the benefits it offers or reduce its commitment to a culture where every one of our employees knows they are welcome at our bar. Brown-Forman told USA Today it would continue to foster an inclusive work environment where everyone is welcomed, respected, and able to bring their best self to work. I think that companies are willing to go through the motions to try to tamp down any kind of traction this might have, but are companies going to necessarily completely change the way they operate because of him? I really don't think so, Schwartz said. LGBTQ plus people and allies vote with their wallets. With good reason. LGBTQ plus people and their allies tend to vote with their wallets, as they do when Target and Bud Light cave to pressure. LGBTQ plus people in the U.S. have an estimated $1.4 trillion in purchasing power, according to LGBT Capital, which researches the LGBT consumer segment. At the same time, 7.6% of U.S. adults and 1 in 5 young Americans identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, or a sexual orientation other than heterosexual. According to a recent HRC survey, 8 in 10 LGBTQ plus adults would boycott a company that rolled back DI initiatives, and over half would urge others to boycott the company too. What's more, 1 in 5 LGBTQ plus adults would quit or start looking for a new job if they worked for a company that rolled back DI.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target. Torpedoes, direct front.
I don't believe that shit, bro.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes, direct front. Ship is on fire. Torpedo tubes destroyed. Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, yeah, bitch.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Boom. Here's what it is, bro. Here's what it is. Hang on there, bros. I think, dudes, I'm not going to change the name of it, but I am going to change what we're doing here, because we can come back to this later. I'm a touch behind on my other, so we definitely do need to play with it. Absolutely. Okay. Because if we don't, we're going to get behind, and it's just too easy to get this. That's easy stuff. Very easy. All we want's the community tokens. I mean, but we need the dockyard stuff because time's running out on dockyard. So therefore, we do need to play that. Okay. Alrighty, we're not going to learn nothing more of this shit. Oh, we got a bunch of missions here as well. Exploration to the North Pole. Expedition tokens. That's that's 2,000, 2,500, 2,500, more or less. Okay, what else we got here? Now, there's our bread and butter, bros. We got 19 days that's left, so I mean, so we definitely need to do something about this. Okay. Let's go ahead and buy one of these. That's still 50 of them, so I'm not bitching, bros. End of the day, we're not going to bitch because alright. Now, okay. Let's see here, combat missions. Expedition North. There's Dockyard, don't. We need a million more. That's one. Okay. Let's just, let's do it.
Controversial YouTuber and streamer Dr. Disrespect is back streaming regularly again, but it doesn't seem everyone is keen on the idea of his return. He appeared in a fiery comeback stream called The Truth on September 6th, in which he addressed allegations he had inappropriately messaged a minor on Twitch. But when Dr. Disrespect loaded up Deadlock, in the very first online game, he played the other players all left when they realized who had joined their team. Every single one of them. A video went viral of this moment in which Dr. Disrespect said, 1v5, huh? Okay. I guess I'm the only one on this one. Can they reconnect? He tried to play the match solo for a few minutes, but eventually quit. Dr. Disrespect previously confirmed he was banned from the streaming platform for messaging a minor in a lengthy statement, which has since been deleted, after allegations were made by 2 former Twitch employees. He received a huge backlash online after making the admission. A number of companies cut its ties with him, including Midnight Society, which despite mutually agreeing to part company has since distanced itself even further. In his comeback stream, Dr. Disrespect also claimed to use the word minor in his deleted statement and emphasize it so it would be picked up. Part of that statement said, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Dr. Disrespect also said he is planning to reapply to YouTube for his channel to be monetized again on September 25th. How to join the Indie 100's free WhatsApp channel. Sign up to our free Indie 100 weekly newsletter. Indie 100 is the sister title of The Independent, bringing you the stories you want to read, in the order you want to read them. Created with a particular focus on the Gen Z and young millennial audience, it's fun, it's original, it captures the mood, and tells the untold angle to the big global stories across
I know, fucking old man
politics,
messaging kids for, bro.
sport,
I mean,
science, tech, and identities. It's never boring and is passionately progressive and always supports equality. Follow Indie 100 at the top of the article.
that's some sad, sick shit, bros. Really?
force detected.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Yeah.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Okay.
Autopilot mode enabled. Autopilot mode disabled.
Torpedoes dead ahead. We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly. Torpedoes direct front. Problem solved, sir. Ship is on fire.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Torpedoes direct front. The ship is on
Damn it. Ain't much you can say, are there? Yeah. That's what it is, huh?
Hey,
Hey,
I'm leaving.
yeah, okay.
I'll see you when I get there.
Ooh, super container. Ooh. Let's collect another one. Ooh, give us another super container. Nope. Shit. Hmm. 825 ship XP. Yeah. Lord help us. Okay. You see here, dudes, we ain't going full clan battles, I can tell you that right now. Whatsoever, we're going full clan battles. Okay.
Bloomberg, for years, the world's biggest technology companies were largely able to resist government oversight. That's changing fast. Google's dominance in digital advertising and online search is under threat from twin actions by the U.S. Department of Justice, with a potential breakup of the company among the possible outcomes. The
After
DOJ
break
is
it up,
also
to
suing
be
Apple
honest.
Incorporated, accusing the iPhone maker of violating antitrust laws by blocking rivals from accessing hardware and software features on its popular devices. In Europe, Apple and Google parent Alphabet Incorporated have been told to pay billions of dollars related to past anti-competitive practices. The rulings have emboldened European Union regulators who are now investigating Apple, Google, and Meta Platforms Incorporated, accusing them of failing to comply with new laws limiting their dominance of the digital economy. Hefty penalties may follow. Meanwhile, Meta's Facebook, Alphabet's YouTube, and Amazon.com Inc. have been scrambling to
Autopilot
comply
mode
with
enabled.
tougher EU rules governing digital marketplaces and the policing of social media content. Regulators on both sides of the Atlantic
That's where we're gonna get
turn their
'em.
attention to the huge amounts of money flowing into artificial intelligence, anxious to prevent a handful of firms dominating the emerging industry. The EU's twin track approach. The EU has put in place two laws, the Digital Markets Act and the Digital Services Act, both better known by their initials, DMA and DSA. The DMA took hold on March 7th, hitting big tech firms with a broad list of do's and don'ts based on decades of antitrust enforcement. The aim is to stop abusive conduct by the biggest players before it takes hold. The DSA became legally enforceable on August 25th, laying out content rules for social media platforms, online marketplaces, and app stores. It forces their owners to clamp down on misinformation and objectionable content such as hate speech, terrorist propaganda, and ads for unsafe products. The Digital Markets Act. Under the DMA, 6 tech giants, Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, TikTok owner ByteDance Limited, Meta, and Microsoft Corporation, face a range of new prohibitions and obligations. For example, it's illegal for their platforms to favor their own services over those of rivals. They're barred from combining personal data across their different services and prohibited from using data they collect from third-party merchants to compete against them. Platforms that violate the DMA's long list of rules risk fines of as much as 10% of their worldwide annual sales. This could rise to 20% in the event of repeat infringements, and the EU's executive branch, the European Commission, could even demand a company be broken up in the case of systemic violations. The Commission can open proceedings against companies for non-compliance, prescribe specific compliance solutions, and impose fines. The list of firms caught up in the rules could get longer. Booking Holdings Incorporated's accommodation platform has fallen under the scope of the rules since they kicked in, and Elon Musk's X could also be hit. Companies have been working to get in line with the DMA. Google announced on March 5th it would link more in search to comparison sites in areas such as flights, hotels, and shopping. Meta previously pledged to allow its Facebook and Instagram services to be unlinked, and Microsoft has said that some programs normally bundled with Windows will in the future be able to be uninstalled. The Digital Services Act. Under this legislation, national governments get more power to force the big tech companies to take down material that's deemed illegal. It also obliges them to submit risk assessments to the European Commission that detail how they are mitigating the impact of harmful content. If it's found they're not doing enough, they may be told to alter the algorithms that decide what posts users see. If they transgress, it could lead to fines running to 6% of their annual revenue. Additional powers to combat misinformation could be triggered during a crisis, such as a war or a pandemic. Ads aimed at children, which have been a significant source of revenue for the companies that own Facebook and Google, have been banned. Since the new rules took hold, EU regulators have launched a spate of investigations into potential non-compliance, targeting Meta's Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and X. On July 12th, the EU said it had found X was deceiving users into engaging with potentially harmful content. The bloc has also launched a probe into Chinese e-commerce giant AliExpress to examine compliance with the DSA. In response to the DSA, Google said it's disclosing more information about content moderation operations for services like Google Search. Meta said it's ending targeting of ads for teenagers based on their app activity on Facebook and Instagram. ByteDance announced it would allow users to report illegal content and choose a feed that has not been personalized. The DOJ cases against Google. Judge Amit Mehta ruled on August 5th that Google illegally monopolized the markets of online search and search text ads, concluding a case originally filed in 2020 under former President Donald Trump. Google has said it will appeal that decision, but the DOJ is already working out what remedies it will seek. It's likely to seek a ban on the type of exclusive contracts that were at the center of the case. It may also push for a breakup of the Silicon Valley giant, with its Android operating system and web browser Chrome seen as possible targets for divestment, according to people familiar with the matter. Such a move would be Washington's first effort to dismantle a company for illegal monopolization since an unsuccessful effort to break up Microsoft 2 decades ago. Google is also fighting separate DOJ allegations that it manipulates the $677 billion display advertising market in violation of antitrust laws. The US and a coalition of 8 states have accused Google of building up a trifecta of monopolies to lock up the technology behind website ads and harm publishers and advertisers. Google has denied the claims. Today, we are one big company among many others, Google attorney Karen Dunn said, adding that the firm is intensely competing with dozens of others, including Microsoft and Amazon. The DOJ case against Apple. The suit, filed on March 21st in federal court in New Jersey, marked the culmination of a 5-year probe into the iPhone maker. The DOJ alleges that Apple has imposed software and hardware limitations on iPhones and iPads that make it harder for rivals to compete and for consumers to switch phones. The complaint highlights 5 examples of technologies in which it says Apple suppresses competition: super apps, cloud streaming game apps, messaging apps, smartwatches, and digital wallets. If the lawsuit is successful, the DOJ could seek a variety of remedies, such as restrictions on contracts with third-party vendors or app makers. It may require that the company open up its devices to alternative app stores or other payment mechanisms. Apple has vowed to vigorously defend against the DOJ suit, saying it
In a word, they're fucked. It's about time they went after them. It's about time. They asked for this. When they interfered with the 2020 elections, they would have known it was coming. So if you honestly think that they're not there, they're definitely went after them, and it's about time as well. Like I said, they've had this coming for quite a while, and they have quite a while. They've had this coming. Not 10,000 more to go, bro. Yeah. like what, 80,000 K we got now, almost, yeah, pretty well. Let's see, it's quite a lot of go we have. These guys, man, it's that's cool as hell. At the end of the day, we realize that 83,000. Yeah, we got quite a bit of cow there. Well, yeah, I don't see that. Shit on that plant, bro. Alright, bros. That's this guy. We want him. I mean, we're just 91,000 from him.